All right, what's going on, guys? So I know it's been 3-4 years, something like that, something crazy. If you stuck around, thank you so much. And you're probably wondering what happens to the Toyota. And if you know, I came from Cressida, so long story short, overbuilt the car, lost a lot of money on it, had to sell it. It was a big thing, but it's okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So anyway, I got a 96 Nissan 240 S14, and if you can't tell, it's got some problems, but all in all, it's a pretty good car. It made the 2-hour drive home, which was super cool, with no issues really, except that I couldn't see out of the windshield because it was super dirty. Not to say that it's not dirty right now, because I learned my lesson doing this. Makes a big mess, and especially in a shop that's closed off because I didn't have the door open or anything like that. Made quite the mess and made it quite dirty, and so that's a large part of why it's not done. I haven't had the time or the motivation, rather, to take it outside because it's Wisconsin and it's cold and miserable for like half the year. So anyway, back to the car. It's a 5-speed swap with coilovers, and that's pretty much it. What it needs, a lot, if you can't tell. So obviously it's going to need a bit of work body-wise on the left side, a little bit on the right side. Jesus, there's not much over here in terms of like damage, but it's definitely going to need some tires, some wheels, definitely a trunk for sure. But whoever did the Bondo, great job, because I didn't notice that when I was looking at it. But then again, I was kind of really excited because this is my first drift car in like a long time. Dedicated drift car, I should say. It's not like a daily driver that I have to like worry about fixing and breaking down and whatnot. So yeah, I got it home and was like, oh, this kind of feels weird. Especially there was a big gap right here, and then I started doing some grinding because I was like, oh, maybe it's just in this little corner. Because if you open up the trunk, you can kind of see what's smashed, and obviously I saw that, but I didn't know how extensive it was. When I started grinding, I was like, all right, well, let's just do this section, and then it just kept going, and yeah. So anyway, got over fenders, so I'm gonna do the process of cutting and welding it. Never done that before, so that's gonna be a fun process. Gonna try to learn and kind of just feel it out as I go, so that's gonna be fun. I do have a bunch of parts coming for this car. I do have a bunch of parts that I already have. We'll get into that later. But basically, this is just gonna be a bare bones drift car. It's already got a welded diff in it. It's got coils. It's lowered slightly, a little bit. And that's pretty much all you need. All I'm gonna do is probably do some knuckles, some arms, maybe some reinforcements if I want to get crazy with it, which I probably should since it's gonna see a lot of abuse. Bushings, seats, steering wheel. Just very basic stuff, but long story short, daily driver / drift car / beat 'em up that I can have fun with and not really worry about breaking. And that's the process. So I've had the car for like 6 months almost, something like that. And the only thing I've done is a little bit of this work, and then my buddy gave me a Blitz exhaust that I threw on, which sounds pretty great. If you saw the teaser video, it sounds pretty great. I'll do a startup and throw it at the end of the video, but just want to give you guys a quick update and tell you kind of what's going on, what are the plans with it. And that's pretty much it. And just to say thank you if you guys stuck around. And if you're new, thank you for checking out the video. And hopefully we'll make this into a fun, nice looking car. We'll give her some love, and hopefully she'll turn out relatively decent. But, we'll see. It's going to be a drift car nonetheless. So I'm really excited for spring, summer, and it's going to be a fun process. So stay tuned for more.
Wait, get me wrong. I think my brain is melting. I feel so fucking bored. Everyone's busy, got some plans I guess that I ignored. I cleaned up my whole room. There's still no